Take 117. Hey y'all, my name is Alexis Lee. I'm the girl that went viral on Facebook behind my testimony that I made about putting the weed down. I just want to address a couple things. But the people that saying some people just can't handle their weed and they're not putting it down, baby, if you know the old me, first of all, I smoked weed for 10 years. Talking about people can't handle their weed. Baby, do you not know who I am? The post that y'all seen was me on my way to the psych ward. I was finna, yeah. I'm not gonna give y'all too much about my life, but I am gonna start with my businesses. We're gonna use the drip show as an example. The reason why my drip show was not successful wasn't because I didn't put in the right amount of work. I was putting in work. I don't know if some of y'all see me, but I was in parking lots passing out flyers to promote my business. I was up here at this office from sun up to sundown working on the drip show. But the reason why I was so delayed and I tried to hide from the effect was because I would smoke weed while I'm on the job. Like the time I was supposed to be putting in the drip show, which I was working hard, me and my cousin Nick, we built that show from the ground up. Like it was my idea, my blueprint. But if it wasn't for Nick, I wouldn't have connected with the amount of people that I connected with while trying to build that show. We just went from there and we kind of blew up. So the first year it was a little rocky. I was having like hiccups here and there, and I realized I almost gave up. Like even when we did the show, it still was not what I envisioned. But I feel like if I would have put that weed down, it could have been better than what it was. Then the second year rolled around. That was the year that I ended up on the billboard. I'm gonna insert a picture there. Or wherever I put it, I don't know. I ended up on the billboard because, yeah, put it in work. I had a lot of hiccups with the show. Like, building, they told me I couldn't use the building literally a day before the show. It was either a day or 2 days before my show. Like, they dropped the ball on me, and like, but thank God my daddy came through. He let me use Wings and More. I don't know if y'all familiar with it, but my family owns the restaurant Wings and More. Thank God we ended up pulling through because I noticed I did a little small fast from it. Like, it was really an accidental break. I didn't want to stop smoking weed at the time, but I stopped smoking, and that's when stuff started kind of like picking up for me. And then drip show, I did drip show like 3-4 years straight. The third year, that's when it went so bad, y'all. But I can't get mad at nobody because God, like during those years, like I'm not really saying everything, but during those years, God will always tell me, hey Lex, he'll either tell me through a person, a meme, a song, a feeling. But like he'll always tell me like to put the weed down, but I didn't listen. And that year alone, I'm gonna be real, I was lazy. Like I was mad at Shreveport people because I was bitter for a long time. Like I just got unbitter this year, and that show happened in 2022. I held on to a grudge to Shreveport for 2 years. Mad, like my finger doing it. I was just mad, like, why y'all didn't come to my show when I had put in work for y'all? Well, I had some people come, but I had to refund them their money, so it was a loss. But looking back on it, I could be honest with myself now that I'm not on weed no more. Lex, the time you had to prep for this show, you was smoking weed. Smoking weed every single day, and you knew you had a show in X amount of money. You started writing in your notebook like you just got it going on, but you smoking every day, not focused, you sleep, you half practicing, you not recording people. Like, I want to publicly apologize and say sorry for holding a grudge against y'all. Those are examples of how like it was hindering my growth, like my business. I ain't gonna fake, not even just the drip show, like weed has hindered my growth in all of my businesses. Like, I don't know if y'all know me, but I was known for making clothes. I was on the rise with my shirts. I was on the rise with my clothes, all it. But the more I smoked weed, the more God told me to stop. I went from having the whole city trying to rock my stuff to have all this inventory and nobody's buying nothing. But if I would listen to God, he would have gave me them sales. But I'm being hard headed doing it my way. Like, I had stopped doing the juice show. It just wasn't it wasn't working for me. Like, I even stopped being an entrepreneur for a little minute, but it just running my blood to be an entrepreneur. Like, I was made to be a boss. In the beginning of the year, God was asking me, like, how you gonna be a millionaire if you still smoking? When you smoking about your money? How you gonna make money if you always sleep? How you gonna make money if you always high? You can't even think straight for real. Like, it was to a point, people was asking me, are you slow? Cause like, I wasn't even talking in full sentences, y'all. Like, every time people see me, I'm always high. Like, I was in the corner, just high. You know, like, that ain't cute. Like, and I never understood what people was telling me, like, that's not cute that you high. I'm like, I don't care to be cute. Like, you know. But looking back on it, it's not cute. Like, you not cute. Like, all the people on Facebook that was laughing at me, bashing me, saying, I'ma smoke my weed. That's why you broke. I ain't trying to be funny. Lord knows I'm not trying to talk down on people, but that's why you ain't got no money for real. That's why your bags keep stopping. That's why you're not elevating in life. I'm gonna give weed its props. Some days it help with my anxiety. Like, my mind racing too fast. I go hit a blunt. Okay, I'm good. Okay, this makes sense. Alright, X, Y, Z. And like, I start relying on it too much. Like, I was damn near replacing weed with prayer. And God wants us to come to him for everything. And I feel like that's why my journey is different from others, because I wasn't intentionally trying to do it, but I was replacing God with weed. Like, you know what, God, I'm gonna just smoke a blunt, smoke it off. God, you good, I'm gonna give you a break. No, God wants us to bring him all of our problems. He wants to come to him for everything. Every time something go wrong in your life, go to God. Don't go to no blunt. And I feel like for me, that's why he really wanted me to stop, because he has a blessing on my life. He got a calling on my life. And I feel like I'm meant to influence people. I feel like I influenced a lot of girls and young men in Shreveport. There was entrepreneurs way before me. But I feel like I paved the way for young entrepreneurs. I check up on people who I saw copy me, and I see some of them still using my sauce, some of them still using my ingredients. But I can't do nothing but thank God, because he gave me the power, the gift, the ability to influence people. And I feel like that's what I'm meant to do on this, what I'm meant to influence. So I want to influence y'all to put the weed down. Let's get to the nitty gritty of what happened in that picture. Under some people posts that was laughing at me, I'll come on there and say it was spiritual attacks. I lived in this apartment. My best friend died. She ended up getting killed in a shooting or whatever. When she died, like, I feel like my whole world was shattered, because we wasn't on the best of terms when she died. Yes, the last time I saw her, I hugged her. She even told me happy birthday, but like, I just still couldn't bring myself to forgive her fully. And before I could fully forgive her, she passed. That took a toll on me. I'm talking about like big time, like to the point I didn't leave my bed for like 3 weeks. I was bedridden. Like, while I was in my bed, I found out some bad news. Like, I found out bad news about her death after bad news after bad news about her death. And the last piece of evidence I found out, it drove me crazy. I'm talking about ballistic. I remember just laying in the bed thinking like, I'm next. Like, I just felt like I was gonna get killed next. I don't know why. Lord, rebuke in the name of Jesus. But as I was in the house by myself, the enemy just had me thinking like, I'm next. I'm finna die next. I'm next. And I tried to kill myself. Like, I remember just having thoughts. And I'm thinking I'm talking to God. The whole time it was really the enemy. And he was telling me, yeah, just go and end it. Just don't nobody like you anyway. You ain't got no friends. You ain't got no man. You ain't got this. You ain't got that. I remember pleading and talking to God. I was like, God, if somebody loves me, God, I need them to show up right now. I'm sorry, I laughed to stop from crying. Sometimes, like when I close my eyes, when I meditate or whatever, I see 2 realms. I see the spirit realm and I see the physical realm. In the spiritual realm, I saw Khalil crying. I swear to God on my life, I'm lying, I'm dying. I remember seeing Khalil crying. She was like, Lex, don't do it, don't do it. You almost there. You almost there, Lex. Don't do it. You me, but it was something pulling her back. Like something was trying to shut her up. Something was trying to keep her from telling me that gift. And I'm just in my bed like, nah, Khalil, I want to be with you, man. Like, I can't do this life shit no more. I can't do this shit no more, man. I was just in the bed, just laying down, crying. And I remember I just kept crying out to God, like, God, if somebody love me, I need you to show up right now. I need you to show me right now. So then I just kept hearing a calm voice saying, help is on the way. Help is on the way. And I made up my mind. I'm the type of person that when I make up my mind about something, it's over with. It's going to happen. I don't care. Like, you can't nobody else tell me my decision. When my mind is made up, your voice is blank to me. Sure enough. I said, you know what? Fuck it. I said, fuck it, man. I get up, I walk into the kitchen, and I swear to God, my line, I'm dying. I'm walking to the kitchen, finna go grab the knife. As I'm in the hallway, as I'm in the hallway, I hear a knock on the door. Boom, 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 boom. I'm thinking, what the fuck? I walk to the door. I open the door, y'all. It's my mama telling me, girl, I had to come by, I had to make sure you weren't trying to kill yourself. I'm laughing because God is so funny, God is so good, and God is so amazing because he knew to tell my mama, and for her to say those words specifically, I had to come over here to make sure you weren't trying to kill yourself. Boy, when I say my God is amazing, my God is amazing. But hold on, it don't stop right there. So I run into my mama's arms. I just fall out crying. That knock right there saved my life. I'm talking about like, oh. She hold me in her arms and she just rocking me like a little baby. She was just holding me and rocking me, holding me and rocking me. She was like, just come ride with me real fast. I'm like, Mom, what you want? Like, where you going? She said, baby, just get in the car to come ride with me. So, we just riding around. We get to this church. When I got to the church, I kind of got shook. Like, I was just, real scared. I was like, what's wrong with you? I look at the church, and I just bust out crying. Because even though we was in a different part of town, that church looked exactly like the church where Khalil had her funeral, bro. That moment right there showed me that I am not crazy. Like, Khalil really was fighting for me from the other side. She was begging me not to do it, begging me not to kill myself. Man. Lord, she was just begging, pleading. And for me, my mama pulled up to the church on accident, y'all. She ain't just pulled up to the church like to pray for me. She was just trying to turn around because we made a wrong turn. But when I looked up and seen it, it just did something to me, man. This made me feel like the enemy was over me because I don't pull something out the trunk. She said, I want to give you something. I'm thinking she finna give me like a gun or something. On the trunk, she walked back and she was handing me something. And I jumped. I didn't do it like that. I jumped like, what the fuck? And cause I thought my mom was handing me a gun or whatever. Tell me when I rolled down the window, it was a cross. That moment when I got scared, it's like, I also got mad too. So that's how I knew the enemy had some kind of power or control over me or whatever. Like, he had something over me. And like, when I seen that cross, it just, I guess it scared his ass away. I'm gonna say that, it scared him away. So months go by, I was smoking here and there or whatever. And they say warning before destruction. And I just kept hearing it saying over and over, warning before destruction. I went right back to smoking weed, like, instead of giving, like, yes, I had a good relationship with God, but I wasn't really going to church for real. I wasn't working out. I was just smoking weed, doing ungodly things, and just, and it's funny how the Lord worked because I don't know if y'all know, but I love me some Tick. Like, I love Kevin Gates, Wayne, Tick. I just love all Louisiana Baton Rouge rappers. This certain Tick song called Still Smoking. And every time I would light a blunt, I don't know how, but that song would come on. And I'm like looking like, damn, guys, like, I'm gonna stop one day. Like, I just kept saying, I'm gonna stop one day. Like, because, like, I just feel like many of you commented on my Facebook post, many of you were saying, like, weed ain't bad, weed ain't this, weed ain't that, you know, X, Y, Z. But when God got a certain calling on your life, and he wants you to stop doing that certain thing, just listen to him. For my case, it was weed. Pretty much overindulging, because overindulging is a sin. Little do y'all know, that's a freaking sin. I was replacing weed with prayer. Even though I was still praying, I was still doing X, Y, and Z, I would turn to a blunt for all of my problems when God just wants us to go to him. It's that easy. Like, it's gonna be hard. As a follower of Christ, as a believer of God, go to him for everything. Don't just go to your own thing. It was a point of time, like, I just got real sick, y'all. Like, I got so sick, I didn't even know what was going on with me. Like, it was to the point that no matter how much medicine I took, I was not getting better, like, at all. It'll hit me, like, more so at nighttime. I couldn't breathe. I really couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. Well, I already said that. I just couldn't breathe. Like, it was getting worse and worse and worse to the point, like, I really feel like I was gonna die. Like, I started thinking I had cancer or something. I'm like, dang, do I have lung cancer from smoking too much? Like, what's going on with me or whatever? But I'm hard-headed. Like, I just kept smoking. Until, like, one day, like, I was on the phone with my cousin. And, like, I damn near passed out on the phone. Like, I'm telling her call 911 out there because I'm really finna pass out on the phone because I just couldn't breathe. Like, it was to the point, like, y'all, when I was in an apartment, like, it was almost like the apartment was closing down on me. Like, every time, like, I have, like, different company over there, like, they'll be looking around scared. I'm like, y'all, my house is anointed. Like, nothing's gonna happen to y'all. And like, people like tell me, I don't know, it's just something about this household. I'm like, dang, what y'all trying to say? Like, I even had some people, like, some of my friends, like, they'll just stay outside. They wouldn't even come in. Like, that's how bad it was over there. I just went ahead and just broke down and went to the hospital, like, trying to see what was going on with me. And the doctor, you know, asked, like, you know, they asked the question, like, do you drink, do you smoke? And I was like, yeah, I smoke weed, you know, told them how I did. And the doctor was listening to my breathing or whatever, and he was like, I think it's about time, like, you stop smoking weed. It's about that time to give it up. Because he asked how long I was doing it. If y'all see my Facebook post and y'all see me comment under, you know, responding to some people, I might have accidentally said I smoked for 14 years, but I actually smoked for 10 years straight. From the time I was 14, 14 till I quit at 24. So yeah, I smoked for 10 years straight, no stops. Like, the longest I ever stopped smoking weed was like 3 months. And yeah, but doctor's like, yeah, it's about that time you stop smoking, because you could barely breathe. I'm listening to your lungs. You can't, it's time to give it up. I was trying to be a little trickster. So I'm like, you know, I'm gonna give up weed, but I'm gonna get high. Like, I was hard, so I got into edibles. Cause I remember, I'm like, well, edibles used to give me high anyways. I used to give me higher than a blunt anyway, so I'm gonna just go back to edibles. No. When God tell you to stop doing something, don't try to outsmart him. He the man that made this world. He the one that made you. He the one who made me. Why would you try to outsmart the master? Like, are you dumb? I had a customer. She was an older lady. And I already get nervous about doing older women hair anyways. But someone just told me just go ahead and just book her. Like, just go and get in. You need the money anyways. So, boom, I invite her over. And before she walked through the door, I said a prayer. I was like, Lord, I prayed I have a positive encounter with this woman, Lord. Like, I'm going through some things right now in my life, and I just need you to talk to me through her. Like, I want to hear your voice. I pray that this this meeting go well. I pray she like her hair. Like, I'm just praying nothing but good vibes over this lady before she hit my chest. Little did I know, I was finna get a wake-up call like no other in my life. Y'all gonna pay attention to this. I mean, she walks through the door, and as soon as I see her, I was like, oh, I'm just filled with good energy. I'm like, oh, this is a pretty decent lady. Like, we talking, we vibing, and all that. So she sit in my chair, and we just running it or whatever. And she started telling me about her life. And the stuff she was telling me about her life was stuff that I was going through at the time. So I'm looking at this lady like, it's crazy that you bringing this up because it's literally what I'm going through right now. And she was like, baby, I don't know what it is, but something in my spirit just told me to tell you that. And she was telling me like what she did to get out this situation. She was telling me like the type of changes she did and all that. So then she kept going. She was like, something just telling me like spit out more. So she kept going. She kept just speaking. So then next thing I know, she started reading me. She was like, can I ask you a question? I was like, yes, ma'am. She said, have you been real sick lately? I said, yes, ma'am. Like, I was like, how you know? Like, am I breathing too hard? She said, yeah, not only is your breathing, but she said, I'm just feeling your energy right now. Your energy is so heavy, it's so strong. So I'm like, oh, yes, ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm just apologizing. Like, I ain't trying to get you sick or whatever. Like, went to the doctor said, no. Like, she didn't even want to know what the doctor said. She said, baby, it ain't nothing the doctor can do. I was like, what you mean? She said, baby, it's not that type of sickness. Like, it's a spiritual attack. And I was like, it's crazy you said that because the stuff I've been going through lately. She said, baby, don't kill yourself. And I was like, I did try to kill myself like a few months ago, because at this time, this like from the situation with the first attempt. But like, I was like, I haven't had any thoughts like that lately. She was like, I understand. But she was like, you can't breathe at night, can you? She said, I know you sick, but I get worse at nighttime, don't you? I said, yes, ma'am. She was like, I feel like you suffocating, like something just sitting on your chest. I was like, yes, ma'am. She was like, that's the devil. He said he couldn't take you out with your suicide attempt, so he trying to get to you through sickness. He trying to kill you from the inside out. So I just got quiet, to listen to her. She said, baby, the devil don't want you here. And she said, I'm sorry to tell you, I don't mean to be so harsh, but he don't want you here. She said, because you have a calling on your life. And I was like, it's crazy that you're saying this. She said, hold on, baby, don't speak, let me finish. I was like, man, do your thing. So I'm doing her hair or whatever. She said, it's something in this house. You have a strong presence in this house. And she said, when I first got in here, I noticed the energy, but she said she didn't want to say nothing because she read my energy. And she said, you a good person, you bubbly, you a beautiful girl. It's not you. It's something in this house that don't want you to be here. And the enemy moved through somebody that you invited in here, and they left something in this house. So then I'm like, ma'am, she was like, leave. I was like, man. She said, get all your shit. Matter of fact, fuck this shit. She started cussing. She said, that's how God telling me to talk to you. She said, fuck all this shit, leave this shit, and move the fuck out. Fuck all this shit. She said, because your life is more valuable. Leave this house. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, She said, something is weighing on me to keep telling you to leave this house because you give me the vibes that you the type that say, yes, ma'am, okay, and still do it your own way. And like y'all, I'm hard-headed. Like, I don't know how she knew that, but my whole family say that about me. Like, I say, yes, ma'am, all day, and then still do what I want to do. But she said, nah, baby, look at me. She stood up out the chair, y'all. She said, baby, this is urgent. God is screaming at me. She said, somebody wants to kill you. Somebody want to kill you. She said, I don't know who it is. I don't know if you messing with somebody dude, somebody boyfriend, or one of your ex-boyfriends. You probably let a partner in. They left some in your house and they want to kill you. And y'all, at the time, not trying to spread nothing about myself, I was messing with somebody's baby daddy at the time. And I got into it with his baby mama. And she used to always threaten me, like, don't worry, I know you lay your head. I know he gave your drop up. He gave your drop up. And like, steady telling me that. So I'm instantly thinking about her. She said, she said, she probably not lying. He probably did get your drop up. So, but she said, baby, I don't know what it is, but something tell me to tell you, leave this house tonight. Leave this house tonight. And then, and I was like, yes, man. She said, baby. She said, I'll call your mama. She said, that's how urgent it is, because I don't think you taking me serious right now. I said, no, man, I believe I'm a very spiritual person. Like, little do you know, I'm very spiritual. She was like, whatever you was doing beforehand, some tell me that you walked away from your spiritual beliefs. You put down your spiritual beliefs. I need you to go back to who you was before whatever just recently happened to you. Before that happened, go back to your beliefs, because your ancestors trying to reach you. Baby, you ain't gotta tell me that twice, because that's all I've been seeing on TikTok. That's all I've been feeling in my spirit. And like I told y'all prior, I feel like something was trying to kill me. And for this lady who don't know me from a can of fucking paint, she don't know me from Adam to Eve. And you like for her to walk in and say somebody's trying to kill you, leave this house now, leave this house immediately. That was God. And keep in mind, y'all, don't forget that I prayed before she even walked through my doors. I prayed before she walked through my doors. She said more on the prophecy, but I ain't gonna speak on it because I don't want it to come true, which I know prophecy is a prophecy, no matter how you do it, but, So fast forward, I ended up listening to the lady. I said, you know what, maybe she's not crazy. I'm gonna take heed to what she's saying. I grabbed a couple items, asked my uncle to drop me off at my mama's house, because at the time I didn't have a car. And she said, that's the worst way to be. Like, if somebody wants your life, and you see her stranded with no car, baby, get the fuck out of here. Don't be dumb. Like, you ain't gotta try to prove nothing to nobody. You ain't gotta try to prove you hard, because I see you a tough girl. Do though. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So I got my stuff. I packed it for a couple days. I stayed with my mom for like 2 weeks. So then I was missing my apartment. I was like, you know what? I'm not feeling no fucking demon run me from my fucking house. Go to war about it. Go to war about that dick. Nah, just wait. That ain't funny. So I was like, I'm not feeling no demon run from my house. So, boom, I hit on my cousin. I got into like a really bad argument with, some people that I love dearly. The argument was so bad, it was to the point like, I just wanted to end it all. I'm gonna be real. I just wanted to end it all. So, I was asking around the people I normally go get my weed or my edibles from. I was asking them like, oh, you got edibles? You got edibles? Everybody kept saying no, or they was taking too long or something. But I knew it was a gas station right up the street from my mama's house who sold edibles. And I ain't gonna disclose him because I don't want him to not get business, because his defense, he did warn me. In the store, I was like, sir, I need your strongest batch of whatever you have. Like, Lord, I said, Lord, sir, I don't care what it is. I need the strongest thing you got. He said, pretty girl like you, I don't know if you can handle, what I got. I'm like, man, fuck, give me the best thing, $20. I'm popping out the 20 like it's a lot of money. I said, I need the best thing money can buy. Like, he's like, all right. So he pointed me to the strongest thing he had in the cabinet. And I was like, okay. But I was trying to be slick because I know what I was doing with the edibles. I wanted my mind to be in a different headspace, so when I did what I was planning on doing, it wouldn't affect me. Like, I know it's fucked up to say, but this the mind space I was in at the time. But, so, I get in the car with my cousin, and her cousin bought a pack too, or whatever, so we popping them, like, 2 1. I said, okay. He said they real strong, so one should do the job. We're gonna see what one do. 30 minutes went by, I wasn't feeling it. And I'm like, man, this weak ass shit, like, this ain't doing it. So she was been a little bit bolder than me. She said, babe, I'm gonna take 2. So then I was like, okay, you take 2, I'm gonna take 2. So she took her 2. I took my 2. And I was like, okay. A few more minutes go by. And this shit is not doing nothing. Like, at least the first one should have kicked in by now. Like, it wasn't working. So then, boom, we had 2 different flavors. So I was like, well, bitch, let me try yours. She was like, yeah, I want to try yours too. Tried her, she tried mine. So at that time, we up 3. And I got a little buzz, but it was mid. Like, it wasn't really no buzz for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was feeling something, but I wasn't feeling how I be when I'm on like the real edibles, like the handmade ones or whatever. So I'm like, okay, it ain't really doing that. So then, boom, took 4. So she took her 4 or whatever. So by that time she took her 4, we ended up dropping her off. An hour went by almost, yeah, an hour or so went by. I mean, I done took 4 edibles. I'm still not feeling shit. What the fuck is going on? Ended up taking 5. So my cousin, like, she took some too, but she didn't take as many as we did, I don't think. So then, by that time, I was like, you know, I'm ready. I'm gone. I'm ready to go home. Like, I ain't feeling no demon to take me, you know, keep me away from my house. So go on, drop me off. She was like, you sure you want to go over there? I was like, yeah, I'm sure. She was like, okay. So she dropped me off for her. She was like, let me know if you need me. I'm going to call away. I said, all right. So I get home. I'm still not feeling shit. But then I'm sober as fuck. Like, I had that little buzz, but the buzz went away. Take another one. And after that, I don't remember how many more I took, but by that time I was up about 6 or 7 edibles. So then I was like, man, this shit ain't doing shit. Like, oh. So then I took 4 melatonins, and then I took like, I said, let me take 2 more, because I was trying to be slick. You know, like, I was trying to be slick, trying to do the do. I know I took some more after that, because I was like, you know what, man, fuck it. I'm gonna just throw them bitches back. I ended up falling asleep because it wasn't really doing that, like, at all. So, ended up going to sleep. Then I woke up. And I woke up around like 9 something. And like, I remember when I woke up, I just heard the words Judgment Day. I'm like, what the fuck? Like I said, God, you know, speaks to me. Y'all, when I was trying to do the edibles, trying to, you know, knock myself off, I was trying to teach them certain individuals a lesson. And the only person that teach lessons around this thing is him. We ain't meant to teach nobody no lesson. I woke up and I wasn't high still. Like, I still was not high. But a weird feeling had taken over me, almost like I was possessed. And like, I've been like, to all the people saying I can't handle my weed, baby, I'm gonna say this one more time. I smoke weed. I didn't pop pills, edibles. So all the people that's trying to be funny saying people can't handle that shit, baby, I was a big dog. That's why I want y'all to understand. I was a big fucking dog back in my day. There wasn't no high. It felt like possession. Something had taken over my body. Like, I fell to the ground. And it's like someone was trying to get a hold of me. So I had hurried up and down 911 because like I felt like something or somebody was trying to kill me. Like, it just felt like I was finna die. Like, I wanna cry. Like, I don't know if y'all ever was close to somebody who died or had an almost death experience, but like, I really felt like I was about to die, and it wasn't no high. It wasn't a weed high. I done been high of edibles before. I used to eat big ass brownies. I'm talking about big ass Rice Krispie treats. Like, y'all have to understand the type of person y'all talking to. I used to pop pills. I used to do. I never been. There wasn't a high. That was not a high I was on. And like, when I heard the word Judgment Day, I instantly thought about what that lady told me before. When she told me I need to leave that house that day, somebody gonna try to kill me. That's all I could think about. So I called 911, but thank God my phone died. But that's what shit hit the fucking fan. You know how when you call 911 and like you hang up, people still send people, they still send, you know, police to your house to do a wellness check to make sure you're alright or whatever. I was under the impression that that was gonna happen or whatever. And I probably was high, but like I said, there was a different type of fucking high, y'all. Like, I'm for real. I ended up getting on my iPad and I heard her call my mama. I told my mama, I was like, mama, like, I accidentally called 911 and like, I think they gonna come over there. I think they gonna come over here. Like, they coming. I just kept saying they coming. She was like, babe, what are you talking about? Like, I better remember our conversation, but I remember her saying like she on her way over there or whatever. She come to the house And I opened the door with her. And like by this time, I'm in and out. I'm blacking in and out, coming in and out of consciousness. Like it's like I was fighting something over me. Like I just remember I just kept praying. Like I feel like there was a spiritual warfare at that time. Like I was really like battling the fucking demon. Because let me finish. Open the door. I just remember my mama walking towards me, and I just remember like running from her. My mom, I wish she was here right now to, amen my testimony. But like I remember she looked me in my eyes. She said, "Your eyes are so fucking black." She said, like, your pupils are dilated. Like, what did you take? Like, I just remember her kept saying, "What did you take? What did you take?" And she kept saying it over and over and over again. And I just kept blacking out. So then, like, I went from being paranoid to calming myself down. And I looked at my mama and I smiled at her. I was like, "Oh, mama." She was like, "What?" She said, I said, "Mom, it's my judgment day." She was like, "What are you talking about? What you saying?" Like, and she kept screaming, like, "What did they give you? What did they give you? What's going on? What's going on?" And I was like, "Mom, it's my judgment day. I'm finna die today." And I was saying it with a big ass smile on my face. Imagine, I can only imagine what my mama went through. Like, imagine staring at your loved one and they smiling, eyes pitch fucking black, big ass Kool-Aid smile on their face, cool, big ass Kool-Aid smile on their face saying, "I'm finna die today. It's my judgment day." And I just remember me walking to my mama like this, and I blacked out. So then my mama was like, "I'm finna call 911. I said, "Don't call them. You don't have to call them." I'm saying it with a smile on my face. "I'm finna die today, mama. It's all right. Give me our last hug." And I just remember me walking to my mama like that, and then I just remember her pushing me off her. That's the last thing I remember. I blacked out again, and then I just remember like paramedics was walking in there, trying to get the paramedics to leave the house and all this stuff. So then I just remember me going to the back room, going in my room or whatever. The police came, and then I just remember like shit, I was being escorted. Like, and my mama told me I had the whole apartment complex packed out with fire trucks, ambulance, police cars, all that. And I just remember like me being on the back of the police truck. Y'all seen the picture. I'm gonna post it again. I remember this moment, but I was just so out of it or whatever. So then next thing I know, I just remember just passing out and waking back up, and like I was just in panic mode, like attached to all kind of machines. I had cords on my chest. I had IVs in me, all that. So then I walked up to the tech. I was like, "Why am I here? Like, what happened?" So then he looked at me. He said, "I don't know what you're here for either. What you think you did?" And I said, "I'm scared to tell you." He said, "No, tell me. What do you think you did?" And he grabbed a pen and a paper. He gave it to me. He said, "Just go back in there or whatever and just write down everything you were saying." So then I remember like just writing everything down. Like I wrote down Judgment Day, and I was writing down I can't even remember. I remember the nurse came in, and my mama came in, and I wrote everything I wrote down about Judgment Day. I heard me gave it to my mama or whatever, and I told her put in her purse and like just don't look at it again or whatever. So nurse came in, and then she was like, "Okay, we got to keep her." She talked to me and my mama. My mama was prepared to take me home or whatever. She said, "No, man, I'm sorry, but she's not going nowhere. We got to keep her for a few days." She said, "Why? She's fine. Like, we told you, like, she was trying to advocate for me." I said, "Mama, just be quiet." Because I didn't tell my mama what I had told the paramedic or whatever. She said, she told us when we went to go evaluate her at the house, she told one of our paramedics something, and it's kind of alarming me, so we want to hold her for a few days or whatever. And my mom was like, "What did she tell you?" I said, "Mama, it's all in your purse. I put it in your purse." So my mom got quiet. She said, "Okay." So then, that's when Judgment Day started. I don't want to make the video too long. So if y'all want to hear about my Judgment Day, stay tuned for part 2. But all I'm going to say is, y'all could laugh. Y'all be like, man, what kind of animals that girl had? Y'all, like I explained to y'all this whole time, it was more than just edibles. Like I said countless amount of times, I used to smoke weed for 10 years straight. I used to pop pills. I used to do edibles. The high I was on off them edibles, there was a different type of high. But y'all let me know if y'all want to hear part 2. If not, then thank you for listening.